Now, before you go ahead and multiply this out, there are 3 things that are important that you need to know. The first thing that I think is very important is understanding our imaginary unit. I times I is equal to I squared, which is also equal to -1. Remember that. Don't forget it. The next thing is when we're combining, like terms. If I have, ax plus a bx, right? The variable here is going to be the same. So therefore, that is going to equal to an a plus b times x, where I'm referring to a and b represent numbers, right? So if I did like 3x plus 2x, that's equal to a 5x. Now, when we're combining our imaginary units, we're going to apply the same process. So if I had a 3i plus 2i, that is going to equal a 5i. Okay, so just remember, just kind of treat them, the i's, even though they don't represent a variable, they represent the imaginary unit, but our operations with them are just going to be like our variables. The next thing is the distributive property. Just remember, when you have a term or an expression outside parentheses, you need to multiply this to each and every term inside the parentheses that are separated by addition or subtraction. So therefore, this is an AB plus an AC. So now let's go and take a look at this. All right, so the first thing I'm going to want to do is simplify this by multiplying, right? I need to apply distributive property. Now recognize here, though, I just don't have a single number. I have 2 numbers, but since they're separated by addition, I have to apply distributive property for the first term as well as for the second term. And I need to make sure I'm multiplying it by both terms inside that parenthesis because they're separated by addition, right? You could use FOIL, you could use the box method, or just simply think of it as distributive property. So let's just go ahead and multiply these out step by step. So a 3i times 4 is going to be a 12i. A 3i times 7i is going to be a 21. And then that's going to be I times I, which is going to be an I squared. We'll get to the -1 in just a second. Now let's go over here. 2 times 4 is going to be a +8. And 2 times 7i is going to be a 14i. I don't know why I left the 14i. So now we know that these are going to be like terms, right? So therefore, we can go ahead and add these up. So that's going to be a 26i. And now we recognize here that the only answer with a 26i is going to be this answer choice right here, which is going to be B. But let's have a little fun and let's make sure that we can simplify everything anyways. So 21i, I squared represents a -1. So that'd be 21 times a -1 plus 8. -21 plus 8 is going to be a -13 plus a 26i, which again, ladies and gentlemen, you can see is represented right here, which is going to be the correct answer.